All right, we're going to continue our media availability now with Greg Biffle, driver of the number 16 Ford Pass Ford Fusion this weekend here at Kansas Speedway, and he is joined by David Laughlin from the U.S. Ford Pass team. Greg, let's start with you. You've been with Ford for quite a while now. Ford Pass is now the latest, joins EcoBoost. I know you've run that paint scheme. Ford Pass is the latest. You've seen a lot of innovation. Just talk about what you've seen from Ford and now this Ford Pass.
Well, I've seen a tremendous amount of technology and behind-the-scenes stuff from Ford, and probably one of the most impressive things I saw was the, I'm a truck guy, so I see the back assist on the, the F-150, and then, then I get, then I see the Ford Pass app, and I've been reading about it and seeing all the cool stuff it does, and it's just another step of innovation from Ford, and it's pretty exciting to see that the things that you'll be able to do and connect. The world today is all about connectivity. What's everybody doing, and we're all married to our smartphone, and to be able to make our life easier. I know one thing that is a complete pain is trying to schedule a car to go do something, or I just found out about the I saw about the parking, but I didn't know exactly how it worked. And that's one of the things I dread. I'm thinking about going downtown to a Panthers game, and I got to drive in all that traffic, and I got to find a place to park, and I got to do everything else. And so with this, I'll be able to get a parking space and navigate straight to it through the vehicle navigation, all the cool things. So all the stuff it does and it's going to do in the future is pretty neat to see that Ford's going to be the leader in that area.
All right, David, Greg mentioned some of the things that Ford Pass can do, but you would be the guy to ask the specific question to tell everybody what exactly is Ford Pass.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. Ford Pass, as Greg mentioned, is our new mobile experience designed to connect customers with their vehicle, with their preferred dealership, and directly with Ford. Greg mentioned some of the great features. Customers are able to schedule service appointments through Ford Pass, view key vehicle information, the parking where you can pre-reserve parking in selected cities prior to traveling as an everyday driver or traveling to a special event. And if the customer gets stuck anywhere along the road, we have a team of Ford guides that are there to assist customers with all their mobility journeys. Everything in Ford Pass we have is designed to improve the overall experience of being a Ford owner and make our Ford Pass members' lives easier.
And is there a certain way that people can get the Ford Pass system?
Yeah, Ford Pass is a free download through the Apple iTunes Store or through Google Play, and we encourage all Ford owners to download it. This is an app that will make their lives easier and make their journeys every day easier from point A to point B.
All right, good deal. This will also serve as Greg's regular media availability as well, so if anybody has any questions for either Greg or David, go ahead and raise your hand, and we'll get a microphone out. We'll start right here with Kenny Bruce.
Kenny Bruce with NASCAR.com. First of all, for Dave, it's a free download, but is there like a monthly fee for any of that?
Ford Pass is a free app to the consumer, and we encourage everybody, as I mentioned, it's available for free through Apple iTunes or Google Play. It's available for most of the smartphones out there for our Ford owners.
So you say it'll tell you, like I know like with my Carfax, it keeps all the information on my vehicle, tells me what my last mileage was, when I had oil change, when my registration's due, stuff like that. I'm assuming it's similar to that, only more detailed.
It's similar to that. It does go into more specific detail. For example, through your My Vehicle tab, I have a 2015 Edge. It'll tell me all the service history I have on that Edge. Through an algorithm we use with the motor company, we can predict the mileage. It'll tell me it's got my warranty information in it as well. It's just fantastic information, and every owner should have it.
Okay. For Greg, can you talk about your practice this morning, how that went, how your weekend's looking, if you guys are faster here than you were last weekend, if there's a reason behind that or anything? Yeah,
well, that's a mystery in itself, why we're faster this weekend and we weren't last weekend. It's been a bit of a struggle for us this season, but on the bright note, we've got good speed here, and we're happy with that. Historically, as the track rubbers in, that's affected our speed a little bit. So off the truck on Fridays, we've been pretty, some racetracks we have pretty good speed, but here we have better speed than normal. And we do have a few updates on our car from aerodynamics and geometry and things. So we're hoping that that's, playing a factor in why our cars are, better than we have been. And I feel like we're better than we were here in the spring, and exactly opposite last week. Last week we ran 10th to 13th the whole race, had a good run, qualified 6th, and then we go back and car didn't have the speed, and we really struggled for speed all weekend, and it's really, that was mind-boggling for us why that condition existed. And then this week, kind of a turnaround again. So we're happy that the car's got speed. I feel good about qualifying coming up, that we can, we're real close to making that final round on speed. So we'll see where we end up, but I'm looking forward to the practice tomorrow. Race, we haven't been in race trim yet. So, but off the truck, it's the first time probably in 2 years we didn't change anything all 3 runs. Nothing. We didn't change tire pressure. We didn't change a wedge bolt. We didn't move anything. Made 3 runs, did not touch it. So right out of the truck, it's exactly how it's sitting.
Is that a new car?
No, this is not a new car.
Let's go back here to Lee.
LeeSpencerMotorsport.com. Greg, can you kind of size up what your relationship has been with Brian Patty this year, and if he's the guy that you thought he would be coming in?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Brian and I have a good relationship, and I mean, you're always hoping for miracles, right? And we needed some intervention. We needed to go in a different direction at our company, and try and bring some outside information in. And Brian's a single guy and only able to bring so much information with him. We did add a few other engineers throughout and mechanics, but he has, I think, overall made an impact for all the teams. And I think that was clear at the beginning of the year. And he can't run everything. And, I think that in the middle of summer, we may have gotten behind a little bit on aero development, and some of the other teams might have been a little better than we have. But Brian has done a tremendous job on the team itself. A lot, it's taken up till now for him to really get integrated into the Roush Fenway system. How we operate. We had a lot of pit crew challenges and pit stops and things in the beginning, and our company runs a little bit different than places he's been in the past, and Brian's stepped up to the plate and really helped us all around. So I think he's been good for our team and good for the company. It just was a little slow start for us, to get gelled together. We worked together a long time ago. I think Brian and I saw eye to eye. It was just a matter of getting integrated into the, our simulation and process and car builds and, people and management and all that stuff. Took a little bit to get going, because it's a whole lot to undertake.
You said when you signed your last contract, it would probably be the last. And are you still feeling that way, or is there some renewed sense that you have that you might want to keep the train rolling?
Well, if I talk to you after the race Sunday in here, then maybe that'll be a little inspiration. But, I want to be competitive and win races, run in the top 10. And that's my goal. That's my focus. And if I'm not doing that, then I'm probably going to do something different. So, that's, I spent a lot of time, won a lot of races and running in the top 5 and top 10. And that's, a race car driver understands he's not going to run there every weekend. That's obvious. Carl Edwards, Jimmy Johnson, and actually I get some humor out of some of the other, when you listen to media or TV, about, oh my gosh, Jimmy's, the sky's falling in, or, they're terrible. He hasn't, you know, hasn't won in so many races or something like that, or top 5s, top 10s. So, you know, I'm used to being kind of in that situation or whatever, and it's standing outside looking in. It's where you want to be, and that's where you want to compete. So I don't, you know, if I'm competing at that level, then I'm going to keep doing this.
Any additional questions for either of our guests today? No? All right, Greg. Well, good luck.
Thank you,
Hopefully
guys.
that Ford Pass Fusion ends up in victory lane. And David, thank you so much. Greg will be demonstrating and talking more about Ford Pass on Sunday at the Ford Consumer Display.